All right, we're back again with another episode of Roofer Reflections, and I'm really excited. I love the peace sign. We have Pancho here. Thank you for coming on the show.
No, thank you, Tats. Thank you for inviting me. It's my pleasure, man. I feel like I reach another level being in your podcast, man.
No. You're doing just fine. When did your interest in marketing start?
So I started working um, in the corporate world in a really young age, and one of my cousin's best friend, he used to work in Nissan. So he invited me, like I was 23, and he invited me to work in Nissan as a sales consultant. I was consulting the dealers owners and the dealers directors, like the top positions. I was selling the cars from the manufacturer through the dealers, and then I was consulting them in sales. So I learned to listen, and I start learning from those guys. So like how they move, how they act, how they talk. So I start recognizing everything. Then I moved to BMW Bank in Mexico City, doing the same, but now lending money from the headquarters to the dealerships. And then after that, I had my girlfriend that right now is my wife, and she's the one who invited me, like, hey, come to the United States. And she tells me, like, hey, I'm my like, you're gonna live with me, I'm gonna support you, and my dad can, like, he can offer you a job in the company that he works. Like, I don't know what is it, but I was like, okay, probably it's another corporate world. That's perfect, like working from my office with my coffee and air conditioner. And the surprise was that I moved and I quit BMW, and then he tells me, like, okay, tell me whenever you are ready. I was like, no, I'm ready. No, just tell me. And then, like, okay, he was like, okay. One more month after I moved, and then the job was, first he told me, you are gonna sell roofing. And I was like, what's that? I didn't know. You are gonna sell coatings. And then he tells me, like, and you are gonna be an independent. Like, independent? What's that? You are not gonna get pay until you sell something. I was like, dude, I didn't sign for that. Like, I'm not like, I don't know how to do that. But obviously, the necessity. Obviously, I thought it was gonna be easier, but I moved like without paper. Like the all the paperwork took longer because it was when coronavirus started and Trump. So it was really hard to do all the process. So I was working like in like. For him as an independent, that's how I start in roofing, like being an independent sales rep under somebody else, and that's why I discovered everything. And then coronavirus started. Week one of coronavirus, when the market closed, I took a training, and I was like, okay, I cannot sell coatings because the market is closed. I cannot look for another job because I have no, I can't yet because my people haven't arrived. They were gonna arrive, but not yet. So and then I saw on Instagram, like, become an entrepreneur. You know, like social media is all entrepreneur, and so I follow that path, and I knew that I could create a company while my peers were like having arrived. So I create Roofers Going Digital, man. And that's how everything, like my marketing, my agency started.
What did you learn building your first business?
Dude, I would never do it again, man. I will never do it again. I learned that entrepreneurship is not for everybody. I tell all the young generation, like, stop watching Instagram. I recommend them to become an intrapreneur, work in a company, grow that company, but leave all the pain to the owner. Because it's not for everybody. It's a lot, like, I don't know, like, what else I have learned? No, manage people, all the pains of growing the company. That growing a company is painful, but yeah, no, it's super hard. I don't recommend it to everybody, only if they are ready.
What is it about the roofing industry that made you stick to it?
I discovered that they are different types, and I discovered that nobody was helping the commercial roofing contractors. I discovered that LinkedIn was a blue ocean, was a gold mine. Nobody's there, man. I discovered that property managers need help too, and they are ready to look to make business with. They are ready to connect, not to make business, because those guys they don't work with everybody. They work only for the best, with the ones that have built their trust. So I start like, because I all the experience that I got when I was younger, I started seeing all, and then I started comparing how dealerships work and how roofing contractors work. And it's like, I'm not going, it's going to be the same, but business are the same. They have the same problems. Just the only difference is like they were selling cars and we are selling roofs and we are selling products, but the foundations are exactly the same. So yeah, it's the roofing industry is the best in the world. Like, I'm gonna be here for the next, like I said, 30 years, and we are just starting right now. Yeah, that's what I discovered. That I love the roofing industry and helping roofers, man. I love it.